for watching Numbskull News. And today we got to talk about some chaos in the college world, people. Oh yeah, college football, CFP. Oh, they just screwed the pooch. They completely screwed up the sport we all love, didn't they? Oh, Florida State, 13-0, conference champions. How in the hell do you leave them out? Now, before I get too into this, because they did just screw themselves. Look, and for everyone pissed about Alabama getting in, of course Alabama's getting in. It's what I said on my last video. Now, I was thinking it'd be funny. Georgia gets in above Texas and Bama. I thought they may actually go there. At least that was my pick. But really, when I really thought about it, I'm like, of course they're going to throw Alabama in there because they're not leaving an SEC champion, one loss, out. It's not happening, people. It's not happening. So I got that right. What I didn't get right, Texas? I know everyone was saying Texas, 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 and you know me. When everyone goes right, I'm going to go left. If everyone goes left, I'm going to go right. That's just how I am. But really, I didn't see, and this is what it was over. It wasn't Alabama versus Texas getting in. No, 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 no. Y'all need to shut up, because as soon as Alabama won, as soon as they beat Georgia, they got penciled into the 4 spot. And then it was just a matter of, okay, who's going to be the third team? Is it going to be Texas or is it going to be Florida State? Because somebody's staying home. Some fan base is going to be immensely pissed. And they chose wrong. In my opinion, that's exactly what happened, because they were never leaving the SEC champion out. If it was Georgia, it would have made it so much easier. If Georgia would have won, they probably would have slid in either at number 1. You can make a case for the number 1 spot, 2 spot, 3 spot. They go somewhere in there. And then the 4 spot, who gets that? Well, it couldn't be Alabama at that point. It couldn't be Alabama at that point. It would either be who? It would be Texas or Florida State. Just because Alabama won doesn't change the math. All it does is say, okay, Alabama, if they win, they're going in, but they're going to be at the 4 spot. If it's Georgia, they could be as high as 1. But one of those two are going in. It always came down to either Florida State or Texas. Florida State did nothing, absolutely nothing, to be shut out of the playoff. Nothing. All they did was win. That's all they did. And I thought, looking at the last several years at how the CFP picks these teams, because it's all based on their opinion. All right, there's no math, there's no point system, there's no nothing. There's nothing that we can follow to see how it plays out. No. We're just trying to go off of their logic. And number one, what they tell us their logic isn't what they always choose. All right. If it was really based off of the 4 best teams they thought were the 4 best teams, then Cincinnati does not get in, people. TCU probably doesn't get in last year. That was about who deserves to be in. Period. End of story. They could have put Alabama in over TCU last year. And you can say, oh, how do you do that? Because it's Alabama, right? But no, this year, the choice was Florida State or Texas. And they chose a 1-loss team against a no-loss team. And I know people are using the excuse, well, they're down to their 3rd-string quarterback. Well, once upon a time, Ohio State got in with a 3rd-string quarterback. And, oh, by the way, they won the whole damn thing. So don't give me that bullshit. No. There's a lot of people saying it's about money. Well, you know what? Florida State has a hell of a lot of fans, too. They also get big ratings. It's not like you're choosing bullshit. It's not. I actually think they were hearing the noise from all over social media, from all of you media types out there. Oh, it's got to be Florida. It's got to be Texas. It's got to be Texas. It's got to be Texas. Florida State, no way. They have a third string quarterback. Blah blah blah. For the first time, I think. I mean, it may not be, but I think for the first time in the CFP era, they actually listened to the media. They actually listened to Twitter and to YouTube, and they let all of the noise about Texas get to them, and that's why they picked them. It's not because Texas will get so much better ratings than Florida State. No, it's not like Texas is that much bigger of a brand than the Seminoles. They're not. It's not like they have so much more success than Florida State. Keep in mind, this is the first conference championship they've had in what, 15 years? This, I think Texas, I don't want to be speaking out of my ass here, but I don't believe they've ever been in the 14 playoff. I think this is the first time. I could be wrong about it. Maybe there was one year somewhere in there where they accidentally got in there. But I mean, I know Oklahoma's been in. I know TCU's been in, but I don't know if Texas has ever gotten there. So this is the first time. And I know UT fans, oh, well, they deserve it. It's not supposed to be about what you deserve. I'm sorry. If you're a Power 5 school in a big brand, a blue blood, you go undefeated, you win your conference title as a blue blood, how do you get left out? It's like they said, okay, we're going with Alabama, so we got to put Texas in because Texas beat Alabama. And in doing so, you screw, completely screw another blue blood. That's amazing. Now, in one retrospect, what does it say? It says the CFP doesn't think that highly of the ACC conference. And for all the haters, and for all the ACC people who have given me shit before, saying that the Big 12 is some scum conference, well, apparently not, because you're undefeated, blue blood, conference champion, was left out for a one-loss Big 12 champion. So apparently the CFP likes the Big 12 more. Makes a little sense. They let TCU in, and the 3 spot last year, just losing the conference title game to Kansas State. Still, I'm shocked though, because even though I'm a Big 12 fan, really, Florida State deserves it over Texas. A lot of people would say they deserve it over Alabama. I don't agree with that. And look, I think Greg Sankey is, like a cheap bargain basement version of the Antichrist. I don't like the guy. I think he's a pompous, arrogant prick. I really do. But he's not wrong about the SEC. How many championships do you need to see one conference win over the last 20 years before you recognize, oh, well, this really is a pretty damn dominant conference? This is a pretty damn great conference. And Alabama's been for real. Georgia's been for real. LSU's been for real. They got some real sons of bitches in there, and they do a hell of a lot of winning. It is the greatest football conference in America, outside of the NFL. But they are. I have to give, despite my hate for Greg Sankey, I have to give it up to him. And what did I say? They weren't leaving an SEC team out. It wasn't happening, folks. But that was just too good of a win to say Alabama can't go. That would have been ridiculous. You can talk about ESPN and all that all you want to. Oh, they make a deal because they got a deal with ESPN. They want them. They also have a deal with the ACC, and they just left their undefeated champion out. So I don't get the logic of that. Of course they're going to put the SEC in, and Alabama deserved to be in. They just did. Does Texas deserve to get in? I think in most years, yes. This year, over FSU? No. No. Over Alabama? No. Because you're not going to leave the SEC fan base and viewership out of the CFP. It's not happening. Well, see, they did it for the views. But Alabama still deserved to be in. Don't tell me a one-loss SEC champion doesn't deserve to be in the CFP. You're insane. You're insane. And the playoff committee is not scared to leave Alabama out. They've done it before. You look at the track record of the SEC, yeah. I mean, if they're one loss or no losses and a conference champion, they are getting in regardless. And by the way, and like I said, they're not putting in Alabama and leaving out Florida State. No, they're putting in Texas and leaving Florida State out. That was the real choice. An SEC team was always getting in regardless. The real question was, does the third string quarterback at FSU, is that what you want to see, or do you want to see the Longhorns with Clint Ewers? That was the choice to be made, not the SEC. People need to stop that shit. I got that completely wrong with Texas. Am I going to apologize for it? No. I don't owe Texas fans shit. Nothing. You got in. Good luck. Good luck against Washington. I know you're great against the run. Against the pass, not so much. And you're going against one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Better than Clint Ewers. So, let's see what happens. Because I'm willing to bet Washington will smoke you. I'm wouldn't doubt it. I mean, look, Oregon, they beat Oregon twice. Oregon couldn't beat them. Not at their home field, not in a neutral site game. Couldn't get it done. We'll see. Win a game, Texas. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching this crap, and I'll be back with some other crap later. Bye.